What is up, guys? It is Liam with Banter Bets and BPL here with some game week 2 bets. I am just sitting here in my apartment watching Canadian losing tennis, and I'm literally just waiting for tomorrow for the Premier League to start up again. You know, you get a little taste of game week 1. It's awesome. And then you just want to keep going. So I was not able to get for the 4:30 game last Saturday. I will be getting up for the 4:30 game tomorrow, Liverpool, Burnley. Mark my words. I am super excited. It's like a kid on his first date. Well, maybe that's not the best analogy. It's like a kid on Christmas for the first time. Even though we had games last week, I'm just even more excited for this one because I absolutely adore this slate of betting games. I'm moving big money this week. I'm winning big money this week. I know I said I was going to do 1-star, 2-star, 3-star plays. I've got a 5-star play out here this week that I cannot wait to share with you guys. So let's get into it. By the way, I listened to Brother Keegs and Coach Cam. I liked their bets. I especially liked Brother Keegs. I think he's if Keegs has a good week, I'm going to have a good week this week because his analysis of these games was really good, and I thought we're on the same page for a lot of them. Coach Cam, I liked how he was talking about how bad Arsenal is. I think that's a great one as well. So haven't listened to Sandy's yet, but let's get into it here. I guess I have the advantage because I listened to those guys. I got some good ideas. I feel like I would have liked it anyway, but cheers, boys. Anyways, Burnley over Liverpool. Keegan said it right. Burnley is, I know Keegan said that, Van Dijk is obviously good for playing against big center backs, but I don't think Van Dijk, like in the preseason, he wasn't looking like normal Van Dijk. Even before he got hurt, he was a little bit error prone. If you guys remember that season, I wouldn't be as scared of him. I still think Wood and maybe, J-Rod or Vidra running off of him. Maybe a Barnes comes on. Keegan's right. This Burnley team won the last game these guys played, I believe. It was last season. I think it was the second game. They won at Anfield. They're going to have a little bit of belief. They played well last week. Let's go with Burnley. Keegan moved this line down, that little scoundrel. It's 13 that I'm getting it at. I think he got it at 17, but regardless, let's go Burnley. I've got a little cheeky little 1-star, $5 on Burnley at 13.0. Next, Keegs was right on this one. Brentford away at Crystal Palace. Brentford looked so organized last week. Like I said, like a Sheffield United from 2 years ago. They look like they can do. They look like they're going to fit right in this season. Palace, on the other hand, they were playing Chelsea, tougher game, but not as good. Tony scores. I like that. Coach Cam had that prediction. I'm not going to bet that. I don't usually bet goal scorers. But yes, Brentford, and I think Tony will get off the mark, although I'm not betting it. Brentford, $5 at 2.87 1-star play. Leeds and Everton. I'm going with a draw here. I think there's heavy value on the away side, Everton here, because Everton plays better as an away team. We saw all last season. And, Leeds is going to have a lot of possession, but Everton can hit on the counter. Having said that, I don't feel as comfortable betting Everton to win at 3.0. I like the draw at 3.5. It's the big number. I think Everton does enough not to lose. But there's still value on Leeds to not win, basically. So I'm going with the highest value, 3.5. I'll have a little parlay with winner draw parlay with that those two games a little bit later. 1-star play, $5 on Everton Leeds to draw. Norwich at 26.0. I don't care who's playing. Brother Keegs, listen to him for the logic. My logic is this. I don't care who's playing in the Premier League. If there's a team at 26.0, you take them to win. And you hope that 26 times, if that happens 26 times, you hope they win once so that you at least break even. We're taking Norwich, especially. I do like this. Like, it's crazy to say you like this matchup, but yes, Norwich is going to play. They're going to have a little bit of confidence. City's not a ton of confidence. I don't know why they're so favored. They don't have a lot of guys back, or they didn't last week. Maybe the odds makers know that everyone's coming back, but even if they do, guys like Sterling played last week, but guys like Walker, who they're going to need to bring in defenders like Laporte. They're all going to be rusty. Stones played last week. Regardless, they're missing guys. They're going to bring them back. They're going to be maybe a little bit rusty and lower on confidence. Maybe Norwich, can shock them. It's 26.0. That's all you got to say. We're going Norwich, $5. You can win $130 on that bet. Okay. Shirts on. This is the 5-star play. Manchester United 1.57 at Southampton. I understand they're away from home, but Man United are good away from home. 1.57, you kidding me? This should be like 1.2. $50 on Manchester United to win at Southampton at 1.57 pays out 78.57. I think that's a free $28.57. That's a 5-star play on Manchester United. Hopefully I don't regret that. I don't think I will. I am very confident in how they looked last week compared to Southampton, and kind of just the mood in both teams right now is pretty opposite, I'd say. Tottenham, 2.35 against Wolves. Yes, please. I think Wolves looked pretty bad last week. They're not an exciting team, a boring team. My only worry about betting Tottenham this year is maybe because Wolves are always good for like a muck it up, boring like draw or even maybe a win. I think Tottenham is spurred on from, no pun intended, Tottenham spurred on from last week, and they're sticking it to the man being Harry Kane, saying, hey, we can do this without you. We go again. We beat Man City. We can beat Wolves. $20. That's a 3-star play on Tottenham to win at 2.35. Like that value. Coach Cam said it. Arsenal's bad. Chelsea's good. Why is Chelsea only 1.72? I don't know. Usually when it's two relatively big teams like this, I don't like taking the juice here with Chelsea at 1.72 below even odds, because you think anything can happen in a big game like this. Not this time, guys. This may be a little bit of an emotional hedge because I hope Chelsea doesn't win, but the logic all points to Chelsea winning 1.72. I've got $25 on Chelsea to win at 1.72. So that's like a 3.5-star parlay, or 3.5-star play for me. West Ham and Leicester, I'm going with a draw. Two very even teams. Maybe not. Leicester's probably better, but they're away. But two relatively even teams. Both looked all right in their own respect last week. 3.5 is a big number. Let's go for a draw, and hopefully we got 2 draws at 3.5 against in a pretty even matchups, I think. The other one being Everton Leeds. Hopefully one of those hits, and yeah, easy money. If 2 of them hits, that's great. $5, 1-star play on that. All right, now for the parlays. Burnley and Norwich, $250 on that, pays out $845. If you got on this with Brother Keegs's numbers, that's even better for you. So good on you, Brother Keegan and his followers. You know, I like my double chance parlays. I thought I was unlucky last week. I just needed one of them to hit. I had 2 of the 4 teams be successful, but I had them in opposite sides in different parlays. So that's the tough thing about parlays. You need to have them in both in the right spots so that you can, 1 for 2 doesn't do you any good. Even though it was 2 for 4 as a total, that's nothing. That's like 0 for 4. Having said that, I thought I was unlucky because, last week we had Burnley who blew a lead and Newcastle blew a lead with the 2 that we lost. So we're going to go back with it. I like draw or Newcastle. I'm going for it again. I just think Villa, they're a little overvalued to start this season. People think they had a great summer. I thought they did have a good summer, but until they prove it, I think they're overvalued. So draw or Newcastle, parlayed with draw or Brentford, who are somehow underdogs at Palace. I guess it makes sense. Palace is an established Premier League club. Brentford is not, but I think that's value. Those 2 parlayed together, just draw or Newcastle, parlayed with draw or Brentford. $10 pays, so that's a 2-star play. $10 pays $28.63. Same thing, Everton or draw at Leeds. Great value here, 1.57 for Everton to not lose. And Watford, who looked good last week, win or draw against Brighton. A little bit scared of that one, but $10 on this one, on this little 2-game parlay pays $33. So at 3.3, I think there's some good value there. Last one of those, draw or Leicester, parlayed with draw or Tottenham. $10 pays $20.45. So a couple 2-star plays there, all on those 3 win or draw parlays. That'll do it, guys. A little bit of a long one from me. Sorry, I tend to ramble, but I love this slate. I'm putting down some money and we're making it back and then some. Having said that, don't bet anything that you can't afford to lose. A couple bucks here or there. Don't bet money that you don't have. Don't bet money that you can't, don't bet money that you need, basically. And make sure you're having fun watching these games. Thanks for listening to our loyal 9+ listeners out there. I know you are, you're the real ones. So have fun.